Questions and answers. I have been away a while.
What's your definition of young professional?
Ooh, I have that on my FAQ sheet. I should have them out in advance. I believe what we say is that we view the term young as elastic. So typically, the people who have tended to show up are in their 20s, 30s, and early 40s. But really, like, we are just a big love-in for anyone who's over the age of majority.
Did I hear you use the term speed networking, and what is it?
Speed networking, so what we did, I don't know, show of hands, who has seen speed dating before? Okay, so some people kind of have an idea of what it would be like. So we had a big, long, rectangular table, and we had people lined on one end and lined on the other. We gave out booklets of questions, so we had a bell that we would ring after 2 minutes. When the bell would ring, you would get up and move to the right, and then the other people would shuffle along the other side of the table. So you spend 2 minutes talking with each other person who's attended the event. Some of the questions were, do you have any siblings? Other ones were, what's the most impressive thing on your CV? So we tried to have a good blend of professional and personal questions to keep it a social and professional networking event. Yeah.
Go ahead, Bob.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Ooh, Politeness Club. Be the president.
Just from the point of view of the things that you want to do, like you're getting together and so you can help each other. But are you looking at, like you talked about other things that were helping Dryden, and you had a big long list there, and what exactly are you doing right now or planning to do in the next couple of years?
It really depends. I know that's not a very satisfying answer. We are trying not to bite off more than we can chew as we're starting to get momentum. The thing that we're trying to accomplish that's probably the top of our priority list is just to make people feel more welcome, to create some kind of a venue where people can feel connected or go and connect with people that they wouldn't otherwise interact with. So we would like to, I think, have more civic engagement activities in the future, but right now we're in the social and professional networking as we build our following, more so than skills development, more so than civic engagement. We want to do a summer run to raise money for some initiative or something worthwhile in town. But we're not sure whether that's going to happen for this summer. We've had a little bit of turnover in our tenant leadership because there was one person who had a family emergency and had to step back, who was going to be taking that on. So we are still flexible and open to suggestions if you can think of something that you are gunning for. Mm-hmm. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Are you affiliated at all with the other group, the Tyler Peacock with 100 Men sort of association, or are most of those members sort of involved with the same group that you're involved with now?
With the 100 Men, I work with Tyler on the Chamber of Commerce. We're both directors for it. And we have kept them relatively separate, although we've had conversations about different things that we might be able to do. I think that we're each trying to do our own thing and see that come to fruition, but I hope that there will be opportunity for us to cross over in the future.
Do you have a website? Like if somebody new to town was coming, how would they know about you?
Good question. Also on our FAQ, I should have had it in advance, man. Okay, so our Facebook group is primarily how we're getting information out, although we do have an email blast list in case there's somebody who isn't on Facebook. We are working on a website. We had a tab established under the Dryden District Chamber of Commerce website, but I'm sure all of you have heard the Business Excellence Awards are being pushed back until September this year, and one of the reasons for that was we were going to have the voting available to do online, and that was established as part of the website, but it's not up and live yet, so we couldn't move forward with the nominations. So whenever that is up and running, then yes, we will have a website address for people to access. Hopefully in the next month and a half. Hey, Norm.
Sheila, question, if a business is bringing, let's say, a young professional in, or accounting person or engineer, whatever the case may be, something that, like, I'm not really familiar as a part of a business, like how I would say to that young person coming in, there's actually an organization in town, and it may take them a while to find a Facebook page or whatever the case may be. And so is there something as a business we can do to streamline that?
Yeah. Right now, whenever we have events, we send out a chamber e-blast. So I'm not sure if, it depends on whether you have access to the chamber e-blast. Do you know whether you're signed up? So there should be events that come through that way. And we usually have a tag in there that says, you know, please share this with young people in your organization, your family, your acquaintance group, if you think that they might be interested. So it's something that's really easy just to forward on or to print off. Usually we have an attachment also. So you can say, hey, here's something that you might be interested in, and it doesn't have to be a big involved conversation. You can just pass along the information. It's low pressure. If they're interested, they can attend. Are there any other questions?
No, it's too far away.
Just a quick question that kind of adds on to what Brian said, and before I say that, I'm gonna say, for someone who doesn't like public speaking, you're very, very good.
That's because like 85% of news covered it.
Anyways, since I asked you for the definition of young, I will ask the definition of professional. So what kinds of people can, like, there are people who maybe don't have a profession, quote, but maybe are starting something up, entrepreneurial or not, they're just looking at opportunities. Is anybody welcome to join this group?
Anybody is welcome to join. We've stated, you know, it doesn't matter what your employment is, even if you're unemployed. And I mean, the Young Professionals Network is a great place to go to look for connections for employment. So even people who are unemployed are absolutely welcome. We try to be very welcoming.
I've been unemployed for 25 years now.
I'll hook you up.
Are you under 40, Romy?
My daughter is one of the young professionals, and she talked me into going to an event one night, and I felt really old. It was actually fun. I enjoyed it.
Age is just a number.
I have a project for you people, actually, because what's going on now, we had 3 phone calls from that the tax people are after you, and that there's been going on over town already. They called me 3 times because I didn't answer the phone, because I know that's garbage. But he said the police is after you to come and get you because if you don't pay. So that's what's going on in town right now.
Yeah, that's a
And we phoned the police and told them about it, and he said, no, if you hadn't lost any money, we don't bother. But there are people that will pay money to these characters. But anyway, that's my input to you
So
people.
we should start a vigilante
So
group.
you but I would suggest that you to people, the seniors or something, as a project, and tell them.
Like an education program so that people are aware that it's
because some
something that's
people are
going on.
gullible, and they tell you, oh yeah, you got millions coming. Yeah, right.
That's just for Rotary dues,
Oh, I'm sorry, but I paid mine.
That's a good thought and something that would be worthwhile. We have a meeting on Tuesday, I'll bring it up.
Okay.